I all hope everyone is well. There's a couple of comments already in the live chat. We got DJ Raj and T Hunter in the live chat. And Joshua, good evening to you, mate. Hope you're keeping well. So today I put out another video with regards to weights vests. It was I needed a new weight vest. So basically, what I've been using essentially is my body armor. And when you're doing the press ups and things like that, you don't get a full press up out of it. So I wanted to buy a CrossFit weights vest. So I got my CrossFit weights vest, and with doing the press ups and everything, it felt really, really good. So that's what I'm going to start using probably quite a lot of in the future. So Ewan, yo, what's up? He wrote yo, so I'm saying yo. I'm not trying to be a youngster. DJ's exercising right now. So is Ewan as well. And T Hunter, there he is. There I am, mate. Hope everyone's keeping really, really well. I think it was a really good chat last week that we had, and that's why I wanted to have another chat this week as well. So whatever questions you got, please just ask away. It's absolutely no dramas whatsoever. I hope you did enjoy my new video as well. It was beneficial because it was quite amazing to see. So I didn't know the stats. I just did the stats as I was drawing them on the board, and it was quite good to see with regards to the amount of calories you were burning per burpee with the weights vest, as opposed to not having a weights vest on, which is quite amazing, really, because you were burning almost half a calorie more just with an extra 10 kilograms, so I used to weigh a little bit more when I was in like my bodybuilding phase, so to speak. So you would probably, as you're working out, obviously the more you weigh, you burn more calories. But with regards to just adding that tiny little bit of weight on, you're going to burn more calories and get fitter quickly. So T Hunter, what regiments have I been in, and have I ever changed cap badge? Never changed cap badge, mate. I do what's called riding the wave. So basically, I just go with the flow and see where it takes me. So within the Royal Signals, I've done 14 Signal Regiment. I've done bomb disposal. I've been out in Germany. What else have I done? I also went to RAF Digby and worked with the RAF. Then I went back to 14 Signal Regiment. But when I was out in Germany, I was out there as a physical training instructor for 2 years, as well as my normal job as well within electronic warfare. But that's what I'd recommend anyone doing. Just try and get as many qualifications as you can, especially for promotion. Franco, been using your advice on dropping my 2K time, doing 500 into better me dropping my rest time by 15 seconds each day. I feel phenomenal and so much more confident. Yeah, man, it's like, do you know when? It's funny because people sometimes, for instance, they might not do, say, a degree, or they might not go back to school to do their A levels because they think, 2 years is too long. But that time is going to pass anyway. Those 2 years are going to pass, regardless of what you do with regards to higher education. And it's exactly the same with running as well. You need to start breaking things down into chunks. And that's how you get better at things, like by dropping your rest time, increasing the distance, dropping the distance, increasing your rest time, working for speed. So everything, a lot of things are quite scientific to be, to be honest, really. Science Sam needs to come on. Yeah, I'd love to come on more. DJ, mate, you aren't going to have questions as long as you're here having a listen. That's absolutely no dramas, mate. Have I worked with 1-6? No, I haven't, because within my trade, we go to a lot of units. However, we don't work with mainstream signal units like 22 SIGs, 1-6, and any of those type of units. We don't work with them because of our niche trade. So I haven't worked at 1-6. T Hunter looking at 14. Yeah, I think so. T Hunter, you're going. You're commissioning, aren't you? From what I remember, and commissioning to the signals, and you will get a posting to 14 Signal Regiment. Unfortunately, when you come through to Blandford for your actual course, I probably won't be here to. Otherwise, I would have instructed you. I've just instructed a week-long troop commanders course now. And they were a really good bunch, and 3 of them are going to 14 Signal Regiment with regards to EW. So if this was 2 years ago, I might have had you in my classmate. I think you're going 30 res. So I want to off with a Gurkha, boys. Yeah, I've seen it highly deployable. Would it be correct thinking they all have roles? Because everyone's deployable within the military at this moment in time. So you've got the integrated review. And the fact is that the army are cutting jobs. They're cutting the amount of people within the British military. And that means you're going to deploy more. You're going to deploy more. You're going to go and exercise more. You're going to travel the world more because there's less people to do it. So where they had a huge pool to do it before, they got a much smaller pool. But the army as a whole always keeps its commitment. So the chances are you will go on operations more and you will go on exercise more as well. John Juco, yeah, I am well. Thanks very much, John. Any advice for the AOSB CV? So with regards to the CV, you really have got to sell yourself and look at some really poignant verbs and whacking some adjectives on there as well. So how you've shown leadership, what jobs you have, regardless of what the job. Say you've worked at McDonald's or you've worked at Burger King. At some point, you've probably been there and you've been running a team within that job, whatever job you've done. And if at any point you've been in charge with regards to that CV, you need to really expand on that. Whatever happens, don't expand on the truth. However, just expand on what you've done with regards to how you've ran that particular department and what style of leadership that you've done as well. Are you transformational with regards to, do you give people a job and let them get on with it? Or are you transactional, whereby then you just tell people to go and do something and they have to do it your way? Transformational is the way that the army wants to go. They want to give people responsibility. So just write something like that with regards to CV and what you've done. DJ Raz, it sucks at long distance. That's all right, mate. You'll get better at it eventually. Yeah, understood that doing this. Just going full out. And yeah, it did work, but I'm getting better results. Nice from Franco. What's the most difficult task I would face in the army? So that's Asad Asim. I think the most difficult task that you would face in the army is probably keeping calm sometimes, because it's not so much that there's lots of idiots in the army. It's so much that everyone has their own way of doing things. So sometimes if there's someone that's been in for such a long time, they might have their own way of conducting a particular task. When new people come in and there's new technology that's out there, and the old and bold, we should call them, do not want to adapt to this. There's huge changes going on in the army at this moment in time, and some people do not embrace change. So the most difficult task that you will face in the army is more than likely not embracing change, but getting people to embrace change, I would say. DJ's joining the infantry and the Parad second. Franco, bit of infantry as well. How do you join the Royal Commandos in the Royal Artillery Regiment? That's Noel. So what happens is you'll join the RAs, the Royal Artillery, and you just apply. You just apply to go and do the commando course. And if you get accepted to go on the course, then you go and do the commandos course, and that is it. That is absolutely it. You just apply, and then you go on the course. So all you'd have to do is when you get to unit, you just have to show a level of physical fitness, and then you apply and you're done. You'll get on the course. Passing the course, however, is a kind of different kettle of fish. So John Juco, most recent job he had was basically working for himself. Mate, that's perfect. That is perfect. So you've been working for yourself, which then shows a big level of commitment, motivation. That is what the army want, motivation. You've essentially gone out there, taken risks, and those risks have paid off. And now you're going to bring all that motivation, commitment, integrity right into the army. And that's exactly what they're looking for. I'm just looking down now. I'm not walking down the street doing farmer carries. So, Raj, if you do get a chance when you put whatever weight you're carrying down, I'm guessing you're doing the farmer's carries with kettlebells. I'm guessing, or 2 fridge freezers. I don't know. I don't know. You could be massive. Josh Dennehy, hi Sam. Last week I asked about culture shock and you advised lack of sleep. So I've knocked coffee on the head and only drink water, so it has an effect if needed. Any other tips to prepare for that? Yeah, knocking coffee on the head, mate, that must have been tough. I wonder if you went through any withdrawals on that, because some people, because we live on brews in the military. Well, most of us do anyway, live on brews in the military. So that must have been pretty tough, actually. The other culture shock, do you know what I found the hardest when I joined up, which I really found the hardest, was that my mates were in university when I joined the army. And the hardest thing I found was them going out all the time, because I had an amazing group of friends that I'd known since I was 11 years old. And we always hung around together. And I broke away, joined the army when I was 21. They all went to uni. They pretty much all went to the same university as well. And they were always going out on the town. Any birthdays, they'd all have big birthday parties and that. And I couldn't go. Because I was either in basic training or phase 2 training or on exercise or on operations. Well, I loved basic training. I've loved my whole time within the military. But the culture shock is the fact that you can't do what you want to do. Even though the working day ends, you're still a soldier and you can still get, for want of a better word, you can still get dicked with stuff on the day of that you think you're going back home. Unless you got leaving. Sometimes you might think, right, next weekend, it's my mate's birthday, I'm going. And then the next thing, on the Friday, you got, right, signal and mounture, this weekend you're on guard. There's nothing you can do about it. There really isn't nothing you can do. You can moan and cry, but then you just go down as one of those guys. Do you know what I mean? You don't get the reports that you deserve. So sometimes you just got to suck it up, and that's a big one. That is a big one, that is. Opinions on 216. Go for it, mate. Just absolutely go for it. So what will happen is you'll join up, whatever cap badge you're going to do. Then you go and do P Company. And then you could go to 216 Signal Regiment straight after that. There's other regiments you could go to if you do P Company. But yeah, great, mate. I've worked with loads of people that were 216, and there's a lot of nice guys on there as well. Franco, heard anything about the new Ranger Regiment? I've heard bits and bobs about the new Ranger Regiment, and there's videos on it as well on YouTube. I know there is, but you just got to be careful with expectations about things like that. There's always regiments that get stood up with regards to the integrated review. I don't know a lot about the Ranger Regiment. I haven't looked into it a lot. There's always new regiments that get stood up that get fully manned straight away with people already in the army. And sometimes you cannot get into them. So that might be a recruiter thing, but certainly it's something that I can look into. Touched a sweet topic. I'm an entrepreneur, so that was good to hear. T. Hunter, entrepreneur, eh? That's what I like to hear, mate. Tell me more. Tell me more. Get it in the get me in the comment section, mate. Get me in the comment section. So DJ Raz, 16k kettlebells. Farmer's walk is so beneficial, especially for your core. So when I was doing like big weights, they weren't big weights as me, but when I was weightlifting in like Afghan and places like that, I used to do a lot of things like farmers walks and stuff like that, because they're just so good for the core. And you see loads of bodybuilders and world's strongest men doing that sort of stuff as well. Regular absolute plank, but I want to do obviously go up the ranks in time and then get my GCSE. So Franco, so I'm guessing you don't have your GCSEs, which isn't that's certainly not a problem really, because they take you through level 2 maths and English in order for you to promote up to corporal and sergeant in the future. So and the army's brilliant with CPDs, continual professional development. They're brilliant. They throw it down your throat at this moment in time. Oh, I did 6 or 7 cups a day. Josh, that's a lot of brews, mate. That's a lot of brews. I bet the headaches were real, mate. Do you know of any cultural shock with Commonwealth experience? Now, I work with loads of Commonwealth guys in Blandford. The Royal Signals is excellent for that, with regards to the Commonwealth. Cultural shocks with them. That I think the beauty, if you're a Commonwealth soldier, and say you join the Signals, for instance, say you're a Commonwealth soldier and you join the Signals, you'd get wherever you went, they build great communities. So at Blandford at this moment in time, the Nepalese community is absolutely thriving. It's an amazing community. So yes, they come from Nepal, but it's almost like a home from home because of the community, and it'd be exactly the same with a Commonwealth buddy. I wouldn't worry about that too much, because you'd have a great community. David Pye, how are you, buddy? I'm doing absolutely fine, thank you. Right, Challenger 3. Yeah, good, great. Get it in. It's going to be fast. It's going to be agile, and that is the new outlook for the British Army. We need to be fast and agile across the battlefield. For the basic fact is, when you're on the battlefield now, it's not going to be a case of everyone just staying in one line. Like in World War II, people were breaking the lines very slowly. It's now a case of moving across that battlefield as quickly as possible and becoming agile as possible. So yeah, Challenger 3, absolutely love it. Parrington Bear, cheers. I asked a question the other day about whether or not the missus could join the gyms. Yes, you already answered. Right, so Parrington. So what you got is, so for instance, on my camp that I'm on now and other camps that I've been to, so this phase 2 establishment is rigid, okay, at Blandford, is rigid because of all the young students you have here. However, your missus could join the gym, but she'd have to pay something like 20 quid or something for the full year's insurance, and she can go to the gym. And she can eat in the cookhouse because it's an all ranks cookhouse, and also civilians can eat in there as well. Fine. Other units I've been to, she'll be able to go to the gym, be absolutely no dramas. She won't have to pay any money, and she can just go and use the gym because it's like a sound military camp, like 14 Signal Regiment and places like that. It's just a sound military camp. She can just go and use the gym. And then other camps, she'll be able to go and use the gym, but she might just have to get an induction, so to speak. Eating in the cookhouse is absolutely fine because it's pay as you dine now, the army. Anyone can eat in any cookhouse. It's not a drama. So your wife will be able to eat. So in a nutshell, your wife will be able to eat and she'll be able to go to the gym. So everything will be sound for you, buddy. David had his assessment yesterday and passed with flying colours. That's basic on the 25th of July. Well done, mate. Congratulations. Just wanted to say my videos have helped a lot. Oh, well, thanks very much for the start. But of course, that's all the congratulations should go to you. Well done, buddy. John Juco, Remio RLC. Do you know what? I think with regards to the military now, whatever cap badge you join, I think you're pretty much okay with regards to promotion. Promotion's fast in any cap badge now, as long as you shine. And with regards to life after the army, you just got to make sure you take it upon yourself to do that continual professional development. You also need to ensure you use your standard learning credits so you can do your week and 2 week long courses, say fire safety, health and safety in the workplace, and also use your enhanced learning credits to go and do a degree. At this moment in time, some of you might not think that you want to do a degree, but let me tell you now, when you leave the army, having a degree and having an army background puts you right at the top of the pecking order when it comes to getting a job in Civvy Street. So regardless of what cap badge you join, just make sure you think about yourself and you start that resettlement period the day you join the army. So you start basic training, you get that done, but in the back of your mind, you might have something like, right, what am I going to do? Where is my career going? Do basic training, do phase 2 training, get to a working unit. That is when you start your resettlement, as if you're getting out the army. That's what I did a bit too late. Well, not too late in my career, but I did it with about 8 years left. Whereas really you should try and do it as soon as you join the army. Start getting those courses done as soon as possible. So Commonwealth applications have stopped at this moment in time. However, there wasn't a lot of information on the system that I found. I just heard from someone that it stopped at this moment in time because of coronavirus. But don't forget that CJ, that on June the 12th or 21st, hopefully the coronavirus restrictions will cease, so you should be in a good place again. The army is going all blitzkrieg, mate. T-Honey, yeah, wars changed, Sam. Yeah, they really have. Looking forward to getting into this when people talk about the number cut at AOSB. Wars now more global, underground, smaller scale. Yeah, it could certainly be the case of fighting in caves again, like in the likes of Vietnam. But essentially, the war at this moment in time, which we're fighting every single day, is the cyber war from foreign nations. I'm just scrolling down now. Just 37 seconds behind the screen, DJs. Does the army sort you with life insurance? You got to sort that out yourself. Life insurance, you sort that out yourself. 100%. As soon as you join up, get your life insurance. You'll get a brief of basic training about life insurance, so you'll do that yourself. If you die in combat, I'm sure the army will pay some money, I'm sure, but you've got to get your maximum life insurance. That's what I do. Free degree, it's a major reason for joining the army. So yeah, so it is essentially a free degree. So what'll happen is they'll pay 90% of that degree, and then you just pay the one-off upfront fee. So say you do a degree for $6,000, you just pay 600 quid, or you can spread that 600 quid out over 10 months for 60 quid a month as well. Waiting for Capita to pay the invoice. Yeah, it's exactly why the signals. Yeah, kind of why the signals now more than ever. That's why we're changing all our trades to cyber engineers, etc. Need to get on that boat. We really need to get on that boat. Franco, see you later, mate. So, yeah, going. DJ's gonna rejoin the stream. Yeah, it's a tough one, really. The signal that. I think joining the signal's good. You're gonna get some good qualifications out of it. Sorry. You're gonna get some good qualifications out of it, which is what you need later on in life. So that's absolutely perfect. I'm very much glad that I joined the Royal Signals. I think I was very lucky. I knew nothing about the army whatsoever before I joined up. I think I was lucky in joining the trade that I did, and also the cap badge that I did as well. But I've made some amazing friends in other cap badges that are doing really, really well, like the RLC ammo technicians. They promote like mad, absolutely mad. So all cap badges will have a good rate of promotion at this moment in time. Right, DJ, nice for me. Hope you're well, buddy. Thanks for stopping by, especially stopping by when you're training as well. And Noel, do I think the recruitment process for Commonwealth will change with the recent changes and reduction? Nah, mate. It won't change too much. I would say it won't change too much because the army is so multicultural and the Commonwealth personnel brings so much to this type of institution. It won't change. It will change in ratio with everything else changing. So they won't just change Commonwealth. They won't just change Nepalese. They won't just change anything really. Everything will be in ratio. I'm absolutely certain of that. Absolutely certain of that. But yeah, I think that's gone pretty quick this evening. 27 minutes. Everyone's happy. It's Friday night though, isn't it? Everyone's probably on the gas. But does anyone else have any more questions? If not, I will let you get back to your evening, and I'll do another one of these probably next week. It is the best way to spend it, Hannah. I'll do another one of these next week. Diversity people leads diversity. That's right. Oh, okay, right. Give you a story. I will give you a story. Let's do Adeshka. Hello, I'm interested in RAF officer, engineer, communications, electronics, and Royal Signals officer in the army. I've got MSc in information systems. Adesh, so I'm going to be biased, whereby don't join the RAF, mate. It's the RAF. Join the army. If you want any self-respect, join the army. But the RAF's great on another note. The RAF's absolutely amazing, and it can give you a longer career in the RAF as well. But it takes a longer amount of time to get promoted because the career is so long. Yeah, if I was you, I'd go to Sandhurst. Go to Sandhurst, and if you've got a master's in information systems, I would go to Sandhurst, and they would snap you up more than likely in a lot of cap badges. A lot of cap badges. I would imagine a lot of people would be fighting to take you in their cap badge, to be honest. So yeah, go to Sandhurst, mate. So the RAF do their training at RAF Cranwell. So stay away from Cranwell, and get yourselves in the army. What do I think about the Navy? I can't comment on the Navy. Now I've worked a lot with the Navy, and the Navy are twisted. Some of the Navy are twisted. So I was in Afghan, with this guy. So I was in there with this guy, and he was in the Navy, and he was quite old. He was about 10 years older than all of us, but he loved really old, kind of like grandmother porno magazines, and we all took the mick out of him. And we were like, oh God, that's classic Navy. That is. Anyway, so we're all in the tank. So we're waiting to fly home. So we all got together on Bastion in Helmand, and we're waiting to fly home. And then this other Navy guy comes into the tent, and he walks into the tent. The first thing he goes to is this old granny porno mag that was lying on this other lad's bed, flicking through it, like looking up, like, yeah, this is good. I'm like, oh my God, it is. So stay out the Navy, because they are weird. Yeah, we'd all rather, T. Hannah, we'd all rather sleep in a ditch, mate. I can tell you that. Right, okay. So, any other questions quickly before we turn this off and get onto a Friday night? If not, thank you to everyone that has joined up here tonight. That's what happens when you're on a boat. That's exactly what happens when you're on a boat all your life. It's crazy, mate. It's crazy. Right, everyone, take care. See you next week. I'll be dropping another video on Sunday. I'm going to just give 30 seconds now to see if there is any more questions. Calvin, you're welcome, mate. Thanks very much. But you put a very informative. Oh, my God. I'll stop doing videos, Calv. I'll stop doing it. Josh, yeah, nice one. Dash, yeah, thank you all. Thanks for coming. Take care, and just keep training really hard. See you later. Bye. Oh, T. Hannah's got one. Come on, quick. Have you got one? Are you just stopping me? Oh, T. Hannah, you're bad to the bone, man. Have you got one? Right, that's it. PM me on a video, mate. Oh, how can you tell the difference between a Woe 2 and a major? Woe 2 is, I don't know, mate. Is that a joke? How can you tell the difference between a Woe 2? Is that with regards to the rank slide? That could be regards to the rank slide. If it's regards to the rank slide, you will know, you will learn it, because they both wear crowns, but major crown small, sergeant major crown's a lot bigger. All right, buddy, hope that's helped, and I'll see you later. Take care, buddy. Bye.